What is up, guys? Here we are with a group stage TavernsMug best of 3 between Uluwatu and Aureil. Of course, Uluwatu is our Infernal player, Aureil down in the bottom left as our Celestial player. So here we see a quite a far forward conclave, which is interesting. I think that means that it's going to be fast gaunts, and do we see? Okay, that's the meat farm. I'm surprised we don't see Plague X's coming out just yet, but we definitely see. That must have been an imp. Where's the imp? Or was that an accidental? Oh! He's going for a Shroudstone rush. Oy oy oy. Oy oy oy. Did the Morph Core see it though? Is the question. That is the question, and that's quite a nuisance. I actually really like this. We don't often see super cheesy things like this out of Infernals much these days. Okay, so it does look like it's going to be the Hexen that's tanking most of this damage, but he's still generating a lot of Fiends. Still got enough energy for another skull. There we go. So generates Fiends, gets the health camp. And he's got a Morph Core up. But Aureil still hasn't built. Is he just gonna stay on one base? I think the Morph Core, yeah, the Morph Core must have seen that that Shroudstone earlier, and he knows that, okay, the Celestial army doesn't get up for quite a while, so there's no point in challenging that. But is Aureil really gonna stay on a single array? Seraphim kind of acting as its own income source there. Picking off creep camps, it does triple damage to creep, so the little critters that are guarding these camps. No, you forgot one! You forgot one! Aureil, you forgot one! No! Boop. There we go. Okay, so Uluwatu is going to see that that Surged Legion Hall, which means that we're going to be seeing... Okay, it's more Seraphim. So it's 3... I think there's another Seraphim coming over. Yeah, there's a 4th Seraphim out by now. Speed camp gets taken. And it's no surprise, it's no secret, I should say, that Aureil's going to be running around getting creep camps just because he's been denied this this collection array over here on top of the Luminite mine. So he can't get any more Luminite, at least not from the mine. Oh, I love the skull in that Morph Core, by the way, because it grants vision. So even if the Morph Core does go to high ground, it won't be able to, it's still going to be visible to absolutely everything. You know, I'm surprised that the Sovereign's Watch went down right there on the Legion Hall instead of this Legion Hall. Oh, but now the Seraphim are in high enough numbers they can start deleting these gaunts, and the Seraphim can come back, they can recharge, they can go back to the Arc Station and start getting healed up with this with the Skyward Salvation. Again, I would like to see. Wow, I guess that would be tough to defend any aggro if there's any aggro that happens from a... Oh! No! One of them is so low on health. Oh, is this Seraphim gonna live? 10, 8, 6, 4, 2... Oh, Skyward Salvation! No, it doesn't work. Too bad. Okay. That is a lot of Fiends coming forward here. And what is their plan exactly? Oh, they want to be taking out the power banks. Yeah, because Celestials are so reliant on power. But it's not going to work, and it looks like Aureil is going to stay on green power for quite a while. He's already got a Therium Purifier over here on the low ground, just out of range of the Super Stone, which is quite interesting. Let's see. So it looks like Uluwatu wants to sit back and maybe start macroing up a little bit. He knows he's already pretty effectively denied this this collection array. So what does that mean for Aureil? Aureil's got all the Seraphim in the world. Oh, and he's slow mining from this Therium patch. That's kind of painful. Okay, here come the Seraphim coming to wipe out this this imp line. There's only 4 gods that are going to be trying to chase him away, and even if they are on Shroud, that's not nearly enough gaunts to provide an effective defense. But they did have the Plague Axes, so That means that all these Seraphim are going to be taking Plague Axe damage. No, he's evacuating the Imps, and the Imps are going to be even further away from the shrine when Superstone drops. And Uluwatu GG's out, despite having a pretty effective rush there. I think the counterattack is just too strong from these Seraphim. Aureil's going to go up 1-0 in this best of 3. GG's, guys. Alright guys, here we are in game 2 between Uluwatu and Aureil, and we've already got a shrine first, and by that I mean shrine very first, out of Uluwatu. Last game, of course, he went for the Shroud Stone Rush, but I think he's not wanting to be as cheesy as he was last game. This Hexen taking quite a few unnecessary shots, to be honest. Yeah, once that second Morph Core pops out. Look, yeah, and the Skyward Salvation pops. I don't know what really got accomplished here, except for that Hexen taking more damage than it really needed to. That's another thing that I need to keep an eye out, is like, how does vision work on ramps? You don't need to be, if you're on the low ground, you can see up to the edge of the top of the ramp, right? I think that's how that works. Excuse me. Alright, we've got a third going down. Uluwatu playing very normal, which is such a shift from last game. But anyway, let's see. The Hexen's going to go back in. It's going to take more damage. I think it went back and got the health cabbage, actually. But so it definitely saw the Creation Chamber. The Creation Chamber isn't telescoping out, so we know that it's not making any Argents. But we do see a Legion Hall, and Aureil loves his Legion Hall play. Big fan of the Archangel and the Seraphim here. He's already got the Arc Station up, so we definitely could see... Are we going to have the Therian production now? We might. Yep, there's a Seraphim. Seraphim are just so good for a couple different reasons. I used to really not like them, just because I thought they were like, well, once you have Seraphim out, you've got access to not Skyward Salvation, Evolution Catalyst, and that's the top bar spell, which will vacuum up a creep camp, and it instantly redeems, like it's a free creep camp, basically. You spend energy, a creep camp gets vacuumed up into the sky, and you can capture this camp for free. Like, you don't have to fight it, you don't have to, worry about taking up time, you just have to sit on it, and then it's yours. And you get all the resources from Evolution Catalyst, so really it's win-win, and it only gets better the more you use it. So I thought that's why Seraphim are kind of like pointless, but the more I think about it, the more they're better at, like, they're kinder on your power economy, and they're not half bad for an air to ground unit. Here, look, and then if you don't want to use energy to vacuum up a creep camp, that's why you have Seraphim. They take what? They take half damage? No, they take 1/4 damage from creep camps, and then they do triple damage to creep camps. So they're certainly meant to be the anti-creep camp unit here. And it's nice because you don't have to worry about the charges for Evolution Catalyst. Anyway, all that to say, the Seraphim have really grown on me as a unit. Look, we're just getting into minute 4, and look at how much damage isn't being done by that Bruiser to this to the lead Seraphim there. Barely took any damage at all. All right, let's go see what our Infernal player Uluwatu is up to. We do see a bunch of Gaunts, and I think that's pretty wise actually, because Uluwatu knows how much Aureil loves Seraphim. Oh no, not the Imps. Does he have enough? Okay, he does have enough for a Super Stone, but the Seraphim they're quick enough that they won't have to they don't have to worry about that. Oh, but they're flying, and they have that little dash that makes them pretty quick. They can all get out of there. Oh, nice connection with the Shadow Flyer. No, oh no, the Shadow Flyer pops on only one of them instead of that whole group. Now all the Gaunts need to get back up into the main, but I think there's going to be too much damage being done here. Superstone does get dropped, but this worker line is all but obliterated. Yeah, it's just a single imp that's left, and you can see all these little tiny skeletons that are left over from that attack. And once the Gaunts get back up to the high ground, that's kind of it. Another Shadow Flyer connects. Another Shadow Flyer connects. What is this? The Corrosive Guts? Yeah, that really impacts their armor, which is effectively a reduction in their effective HP. Yeah. So I think Uluwatu knows he's like pretty all in at this point. He's gonna come forward and start attacking the Arc Station, which not a production structure, but then again the ramp is blocked off. It's not like there's anything to do with there's anything that can be done about that. Oh, tries to get the Nightfall Infestation, doesn't quite manage to get it. Ay. Oh, a Spriggan's out. Man, that is a fast Spriggan. Holy smokes. Oh, yeah, I guess that's the Shadow Cleft right there. No, there's simply not enough firepower here. We do have mostly saturated Shrine here, but between that one, let's see here, 6 workers, 3 workers, 9 workers, that, between them, that's what, a shrine and a half? Oh no, turn these around. Turn them around. If you can get the prisms on the if you can get the prisms from that collection array with the shadow flyers, that is really strong. You know what? You know what I think is really good information to have actually. Where is So we know each prism is just mechanical. It doesn't have the light tag. But it's only 180 HP. Let's see how much damage these shadow flyers do. Oh, we don't see how much damage they do. But I want to say it's not that much. Like, it's not... People used to call these the Skybanelings, but they don't do all that much damage. I think their real power is in... Look at that. He just ate four shadow flyers to the face, and he was still trucking. It wasn't until a Gaunt showed up and finished it off that it finally died. You know what else I would love to see? So these Gaunts have a longer range when they're firing at air units, but that means you need greater shroud coverage if you want them to be firing the Plague Axes. One Seraphim sticking around, but he does see that the Gaunts are still there, so the entire Seraphim flock is going to leave. But here comes Big Daddy Archangel with his bonk stick. Yeah, they are going to ruin somebody's day. There's another Archangel coming too. Oh, a huge Meteor Smash deletes like 6 to 8 Gaunts in one strike. Another Archangel lands, turns on Avatar, and then is going to continue to fly around. Oh no. And these Spriggans are just getting swatted out of the sky by the melee attacks. A Super Stone's going to go down, but that's going to do absolutely nothing against all these Archangels. I guess they could land, and they're tanky enough they could probably take it, but the Spriggans are too much of a threat. It's better to just take care of the Spriggans now while you can, and just leave. Yeah, the Spriggans really should have been fighting right next to that Super Stone, but between the Seraphim and the Archangels and never really getting his economy up, it feels like Uluwatu has just kind of been struggling to get to baseline. Yeah, another Spriggan smacked out of the sky. Archangel smashes down into the ground. We've got 2 Archangels that still have enough energy for, what, 3 Meteor Smashes total. Are they going to go for it, though? Yeah, here we go. And smash. Does land. Alright, we've still got enough energy for 2 more Meteor Smashes. I like this, actually. He doesn't want to go for the kill. He might be able to pull off the kill right now, but just going back to the Arc Station, getting healed up, getting all the energy recharged is the smart move. Oh, and getting a couple more Archangels while you're at it is pretty good. Alright, couple of fiends being annoying there. Yeah. Oh, they're getting a move. They're not actually like going after the production structures. Anyway, it's just 4 fiends. 4 fiends though can do quite a bit of DPS. There's an Archangel. What was it that was shooting? Oh, it's a Sovereign's Watch on a power bank. Yeah, and so many Seraphim are gonna go down here. No, and one of the Archangel that was low on health lives, and again the Seraphim flock just gets absolutely annihilated. And Aureil is gonna 2-0 Uluwatu Airport in the group stage of the TavernsMug tournament. GG's, guys.